February is Heart Month, and today is National Wear Red Day, a day dedicated to raising awareness. According to the American Heart Association, cardiac arrest is the leading cause of death in the world. About 70% of cardiac arrests that happen outside a hospital actually happen at home. If performed immediately, CPR can double or triple a person's chance of survival. Sometimes you can have a heart attack and not even know it, and that's what happened to Scott Plew about 3 months ago. He's here this morning to share his story along with Dr. Todd Fergus, an interventional cardiologist with Prevea who saved Scott's life. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Thanks for having us.
Scott, let me start with you. What happened?
Sure.
You didn't know it, huh?
No, not at all. Had a little anxiety at home. Didn't have the typical pressure on the chest and the numbing of the arm or none of that. Eventually got to the hospital, went to the hospital. After some testing, determined I did have a heart attack. And then followed by, I had 3 stents installed.
If you don't mind, I think you left out an important part of the story. Why did you go to the hospital?
The girlfriend kind of talked me into it. Plus she had a good
she had a good sense of that
yeah,
something
definitely
was wrong.
Correct. So yeah, I didn't have the typical symptoms. I was healthy, active. So I didn't expect the heart attack diagnosis, I guess. So yeah.
Doctor, is that typical that it's somebody else, like the woman in your life, your wife, your girlfriend, your mom, that sends you to the hospital?
Sure. Yeah, his story is very typical. Not everyone gets the classic clenching of the chest or chest pressure, elephant sitting on the chest that we read about in textbooks or see on the news. A lot of people have more subtle signs or symptoms, and oftentimes it takes a little urging from family members, oftentimes a spouse, to seek medical attention.
And what was wrong with his heart, and what did you have to do?
So they made a quick diagnosis in the emergency room that he was actually having a heart attack. And so he was admitted to the hospital, stabilized, and within a few hours we had him in the cardiac catheterization lab, where we did a test called a coronary angiogram, where we put a tube into the heart, inject dye into the arteries, and locate the blockage that's causing the heart attack.
Correct.
Phew. Lucky.
Yeah.
Lucky that he got to the hospital when he did?
Yeah, for sure. He came in at just the right time. We were able to fix the blockages, like he said, with 3 stents, and there was minimal to no damage to the heart muscle, and he should be able to live a normal life after that.
How are you feeling today?
Feeling great.
Yeah? Did you make any changes? Do you feel any different?
Yeah, definitely can't eat like I did in the 20s. And definitely regular checkups are in the works, you know, so listening to your body, I guess, makes a big difference.
Even though you knew there was something going on, you didn't know it was the typical symptoms or warning signs of a heart attack. Let's talk a little bit about that, Doctor. We have a list of some of the possible warning signs that can happen, but they're always different, right?
Sure. Yeah, we all think about the typical chest squeezing, radiating down the arm or up to the neck, but it could just be some milder chest pain, maybe some chest burning. Oftentimes it will come on with activity, but it doesn't have to. Oftentimes women don't have the classic symptoms, but anyone can have atypical symptoms, as he can attest. But I really like to focus not on treating heart disease after it happens. I really like to focus on prevention. And we all can make changes in our lifestyle to live healthier, eat healthier, exercise more, avoid excessive alcohol, tobacco, and hopefully we can prevent these sorts of events before they happen in the first place.
Kind of like what happened with Scott. You've had to change your eating habits. What do you miss the most?
Bacon. Bacon is a big one.
Could he have it just once in a while?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have some bacon.
But it is hard. And any other message you have for our viewers today about what they can do?
Just listen to your body and definitely get routine checkups, I guess is the major one.
There's a lot more to Scott's story and a lot more about what Dr. Fergus did to save his life on our website. You can go to fox11online.com and read more. And again, the message from all of us is to take care of your heart and remind those around you to do so as well. Stay with us. You're watching Good Day Wisconsin. We'll be right back. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
for being here.